I've got my Thomas Guide map book. I've got the paper clips from my binding pieces from the gift bag. Wrapping paper. I have the wrapping paper. The one sheet digital pages. An envelope. I think this is the last piece of the napkin. Still using those stamps. The towel. My favorite, a privacy envelope. It's a whole bunch of stuff. What are we going to make? Let's get to it. Hi everybody, it's Julie. We have a whole lot of stuff here on the desk. This is for the paper clips. So I wanted to make a paper clip. And so I have taken things from all around the desk and put them here. And so I'm going to make one paper clip will be for my journal, but we're going to make several, okay? So all the things are put around so we can use them. And the map has to be my base, okay? So I am going to come and find a map page. Remember, I kind of like the yellow pages. The yellow pages. You guys remember yellow pages? There's a yellow page. This one would be easy to write on though. So see if we can find that one will be good. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Okay, and so we are gonna go ahead and let's cut our paper into strips. I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna cut it right at I call it the file folder edge, so where these numbers are still gonna show up, because I love those numbers. Then I'm gonna turn it around the other way. And I am going to go with, let's see, 2 inches is about there. That's a nice size, but I think I'm going to go with 1.5. Yeah, I'm going to do 1.5. Okay, so there's a 1.5. And we'll just line them up. Okay, so mask making, since we're going to miss mask making on Monday, because on Monday we have our design team reveal. And so I'll be showing you pictures of what they're making, hoping to have a couple of them come on live on my video on Monday. We'll see. If you could encourage them, that would be awesome. Okay, this one is just going to be 1 inch. Okay. And then that can go away. Okay. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and fold these like this. And then we're going to fold this piece up. Okay. And we'll fold this piece up. Okay. So we'll go ahead and whichever side has yellow or okay, so I only need one of these needs to go in my journal this time. Okay, so folding it up and then folding it back. And folding it this way. Okay, so making little stackies. Call them little stackies. Okay. Now one side is going to actually end up looking to be upside down, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this way. And this way. So actually, when you see this video, we probably have already done the Monday design team thing. So our VIP for December is going to be on Wednesday. And then we have our sneak peek for the Diamond and Emerald, Pearl, Topaz Patreons. That will be on the 27th. Okay. So lots of things coming up. We will have a freebie Friday next Friday as well. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and we are going to be putting our paper clip like this. But first I'm going to put some of the fabric tack on here, and that will hold, hopefully, hold our paper clip on. Remember, I used to do hot glue for this, and I stopped because I got burned. It's really hot. Okay, so there's one. And you know what? I was hoping to just keep going around things, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put this glue on. So around the outside, because then I can take advantage of the glue from the fabric tack as well. So just, we need glue across the top. Okay, and what that's going to give us is a hidden paper clip. And we can go ahead and decorate them, or if we don't have time, we can just add these to our stash, and it goes on so easily. Okay, so hidden paper clip, and so we'll keep doing those. So little gobbledygook here, both sides. And that's just, I'm doing it this way, like I said, because I want to take advantage of already having glue out. Just send it rocking and rolling across the thing. Okay, come over here and make sure that this stayed down. Okay, so you have, it looks like a little W. You have like a little W, and so your folded pieces are on the bottom and one here on the top. Okay. So we're going to put, there we go, put glue, put your paper clip over it, bring your glue around, glue it, okay, that's 3. I mean, you could make these and have several of them just waiting to be turned into paper clips when you actually need them. So, like I said, mask make idea. But I need a paper clip as one of my embellishments or elements for the January Just Junk Journal Challenge. You guys, there's still a lot of time if you want to join us on the challenge. You are welcome to join us. The details video for the challenge is in the description box down below, as well as the playlist of the things that I've made for the items that I chose. This month you got to choose what you wanted to make. I know several are following along and making what I'm making, and that is awesome. I do that so that especially those that are new have a way to follow, and so yeah, I mean that is why I do it. So yeah, so our sneak peek, the diamond, emerald, pearl, and topaz Patreons, they get a sneak peek of next month's journal challenge, and that will be on the 27th. They also get early entry into the group, and so they have a chance to ask me questions, and yeah, and then a lot of the time they actually get the full video. They don't just get their sneak peek, okay? A lot of times they'll get the full video early. It kind of depends on how many days there are. So we have a good chance because there's 31 days in January. And so, yeah, so here we are with our last one. And so I chose this Thomas guide as one of my 18 junk items to use this month. Now I have a large paper clip to add here. So I'm going to come down here and add some extra on both sides. There we go. So this one will have the large paper clip. This is the one I'll probably use in my journal because my binding kit is big. So I did make it so that we got to use five clips. Okay, so in your binding kit, you could have 5 clips. And that way, if you had a paper clip like I do that I need to make, I've got the 5th clip is what I'm using here. I still have 4 clips that I can use when I'm binding my journal. So, okay. And that's for the challenge this month. Okay, so here we go. We've got these, and these can go ahead and get put and saved for other things. And so I think now we get to decorate this or on both sides. And while it's drying, I was like, I wonder if this does anything, if this will come apart in any way, shape, or form. I'm hoping it does. A lot of times your gift bags will have like a really cool, oh, so look, we've got this piece that's going to come out the center. Okay. And then we have this that is going to ravel. I like this. I like this very much. So what if we come over here? So this is from the gift bag. So it is part of my junk kit. I got to pick 18 things that I wanted to use, and then we had several things that we always get to use. But our embellishments and things like that have to use at least 3 things from our 18 items, okay? Okay, so you know what? I'm going to want this to go through here. So part of my binding kit is this. Of course, we can use any tools. Okay, so I could go ahead and use like my jewelry pliers to get through there and make a hole, but I think that's going to be good. We get to use needles, and that is in plural. So I'm going to use a needle. You guys sometimes just go ahead and pull out a needle. It makes life so much easier. Okay, so there, and then I can go ahead and tie this. I love to have paper clips in a journal, especially for one that I'm actually using, because sometimes, you know, things come along and I don't have time to go and find them a pocket, or I want to be able to move it around in the journal. And with a paper clip, I can do that. So we're just fraying that edge, and that gives me that. Okay, so we've added from the guest book, or gift bag. Holy macaroni and cheese. And so on one side, I was like, oh, I can put one of the stamps. Okay. I'm trying to use up the stamps. I need to use 12 full pages of Dear Julie digitals. And so once I use up all of those stamps, I'll have used 2 pages from the Patreon. And those were available. They're from the Faraway kit. And then I turned them into stamps. Okay, so yeah, so I really like that. And so for this side, I told you all the things that I have that I can still be using, right? Okay, so I could use that. I need to use 2 more things. You know, one of the things that I have is, do I have any butterflies? I know I have flowers cut out. Do I have any butterflies? Because a butterfly from the wrapping paper might be kind of cool. Yeah, look at there. There's a butterfly from the wrapping paper. Oh yeah, I think I want to put this on and then the wrapping paper. So for adding the napkin, we're getting down to the end of the napkin, but I still have more. That is 1 napkin, and we have used it in so many ways. My favorite is the page that we made with the second ply, the underneath. Okay, I love using this on maps, using a napkin on the map, because you still get to see underneath. All that fun stuff will come up and show off. Okay. And we needed to decorate both sides of this. Well, we didn't have to, but because we could. You're going to see both sides of this. One will show up on one page, and one will show up on another page for the hidden paper clip. Have you made hidden paper clips before? you know, one of my favorite ways to make them is with the napkin or with the tickets. But I think this is a really fun way. Okay, so there's the butterfly. I think we'll add the butterfly down here. So this is the one to finish off my element, and then we'll make a couple others, and then give you some other ideas using the map page, because it's map page day. Okay, so there's that. And then, you know what, I looked over here and I saw we still have the privacy envelope that we've been working on. So I think that that would be a great place to be working is with that one. So we're going to go ahead and grab us some fluffy flowers. See if we can get one more, giving us 8. Okay. Oops. So this punch I got several years ago at Target. I have glue on here, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on here. The first ones, we'll just let them go on there. I'm gonna hope that eventually dries. We're gonna go ahead and use the glue that I still have a little bit of this glue. This was from the shop that didn't hop. Scrapbooking Made Simple. I went to one of their parties. I went to 2 of them actually. I got to go to the was it the Phantom of the Opera one, and is the other one like the Queen of Hearts? Does that sound right? Does anybody know? Does anybody even know what I'm talking about? Do you know Stacy from the shop, from Scrapbooking Made Simple? It's about an hour from my house. Well, now it's an hour. When I moved here, it was about 45 minutes. But they've put in a whole bunch of stoplights between here and there. So I thought I lost the whole video, but I didn't lose the whole video. So I had started all over again. You're going to see me with a different paper clip, and then I'll show you the one that we just made. And so just know that I had done pages and all these wonderful things, and I'm going to try and recap and show you those things now. Let's pull that little goodie out. And so we've added a privacy envelope fluffy flower. So we've used napkin, wrapping paper, privacy envelope, and a gift bag on top of the map. And then on the other side, you know, I've got all these stamps I'm trying to use up. So let's go ahead and pick one. That's too big. The one that I used on the other one was perfect, of course. Okay, these are sideways, this one. So we'll put this one on here because you will see these from both sides. You'll see images on, because it's a hidden paper clip. And so you see both sides of the decorated paper clip. Okay, so there we go. There we go. And so let me show you the one that I made. This is the one that I made earlier. It actually has 2 flowers. It has this butterfly. It had the really cool words from the napkin, and it had that top. Okay, so they are similar but different. And my fluffy flower got scrunched. I like them to get a chance to dry while they're still fluffy, because then they'll hold their texture. Okay, so yeah, so that is my paper clip for my journal. Now we'll do a couple of really quick other things that you can do with maps. And one of the obvious ones, and because I'm using a Thomas guide, I have the addresses and I have the map. Okay, so address and map. And I personally like to cut off the edge here. Okay. So cutting off the edge, cutting off the edge. So maps, you could use a map like from your car, like AAA map. You could use a map that was an insert in something if you wanted to. I love to use maps. So very simply, these are really thin pages. It has a different feel, so a different texture with all these numbers and all of this on here. It's just really cool interest to add to a journal. So adding pages is a great way to use maps. Now, maps like this book, I can use it the same way I use any paper. So I can go ahead and take my envelope punch board and cut envelopes out of it. You know, I can just go ahead and cut my squares and then go through and make a whole bunch of envelopes and have them. That could be a mass make. Another thing that I did do this week is I did print on the on one of the address pages. I have to find it because remember I already did this whole video. Okay, so there's my other page from earlier. Okay, over here. Well, if you remember from the other day, I showed you that I printed several images on there. There you go. So I printed these right on the page, and then I also printed that page that I printed from the digital, from the new pink, lavender and pink roses digital kit. Oh no. My Edith Holden tag is stuck. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so remember I printed that digital onto an Edith Holden page also. But here I printed this library envelope pocket, this library pocket on that, and I folded that up and had it. So just wanting to show you that you can go ahead and use that paper and print things on it and use it. I wouldn't print people because you end up with the stuff all over their face. But it actually was an accident. I thought I was printing a different page. Or I was printing on different paper, and that's what I was printing on. Okay, so let me show you what else I did earlier that you all missed. So for my page, I took the snippet Remember, we have the beautiful snippet roll that I made the other day, and there's a little bit left. This is still left, but I put this on one of the pages. I put it over where there's a lot of residential streets and it's more congested, but left this part so that I'll be able to write on it. Okay, so this is a pocket from the snippet, and then over on this side, this is an edge, so I need to have 5 edges and 5 tabs at the end of when my journal is finished. So I added a tab or an edge. Now an edge on this paper made it so much more significant and sturdy. It really gave this page significance. So this piece here was from the gift bag. Then there's privacy envelope, there's napkin, there's wrapping paper. I also added one of the little pieces from the address book so I can write here about, this can be the title of whatever I'm writing here. And so I have a place here that I can also glue something in. So if I have information from a magazine or I print out some information about the garden, I can put it over pages like that. I can put it over pages like this. This was the first page in the Thomas Guide of maps. So this side, I took a map and I folded over this side and I cut it on this side, measured out what I wanted, and added the 2 little dilly bobbers there. I folded it in half. I did ink this one, and so I have a double-edged pocket out of a map. And these maps, like I said, they're really thin. It's like printer paper, and so they're not super bulky. But by folding that over, I've made it more substantial. I have a really nice opening there. And then I was like, I had just done this. And I was like, I think it would be really, because I was going to decorate the center, and I was like, I think it'd be really pretty to put a snippet there and then be able to make that into a belly band. And so I did that, but I wanted the belly band to be wider, and I had cut this just a little bit short on this side. So I came in and I added the privacy envelope. Like we added the privacy envelope to make the hinge on the tip-in the other day. And so now I have a beautiful belly band. And then underneath the belly band, we have the, there it is. Like, where'd it go? We have the 2 side pockets, okay? 2 side pockets. So, yeah, so... And this is something you could go ahead and just have a bunch of these already made and ready for your normal size that you're going to fit in a journal. And so, yeah, so another mass make idea. And of course, like I said, the envelopes, you could make library pockets out of map. You could use one of the digital library pockets and use that as a template. I could go ahead and I was going to, you saw in the beginning that I showed, we had a bunch of things that we were going to use. So another thing that I was going to use was, I was going to use a map to put on the envelope. Okay, nope, doesn't fit. Well, let's just go ahead. What do we got? Got a whole lot of pink. Okay, we're going to put it on this way. I'll come over here and put my glue on. Okay. Jeez. So I have one of my church envelopes. So that's another thing that I want to mass make, is I want to just cover a whole bunch of these church envelopes and have them already ready. And so one of the things that I could do that with is I'm gonna catch those numbers down there on the bottom, I hope. Okay, so we did this the other day with the wrapping paper. I don't have to use this in this journal. I can use it in, I'm thinking it can go in the lavender and pink journal. So, yeah, so just covering an envelope, covering, you know, if you have ugly cardstock, you can cover with anything. But there we go. Look at this with these on the bottom. I love it. And this, I think, will be a great one to put in with the new journal kit. So remember, the ink saver kit comes with the gray lines, and you saw there was gray in there. So if I put this in the journal with the flip up like that, I think that's going to be really cool. Or it could be an envelope that comes down like this. Okay, so either way, I think it's going to be fun. And I think it, yeah, so another idea, using an envelope. And so that's what this month is all about, showing you ideas using, I'm showing you my favorite 18 different types of junk that I like to use in junk journals. And one of my favorites is maps. Okay, so there you go. And we were able to use the snippet, and I'm excited to have that. We have this, like I said, I can still write here. I can add something. Well, I will be adding something to the pocket. I have room. I can add something here and not feel bad about it. And I have this page that we'll still be able to add something to as well. Okay, so map ideas, again, any of your pocket configurations. You know, if you're making the policy envelope, you can make policy envelope out of a map. Everything that you would do with a regular scrapbook paper, you can do with maps. The other thing is cool is usually they're double-sided. Okay, so covering the envelope, I think that was really cool and fun. Also the fact that if you're using a Thomas guide, you have the address pages. And our main thing today was our paper clips. So these are the hidden paper clips. So we can go ahead and put those like this on here. Okay, using my trashy, junky items. And I have, well, from the last video, I have several already made. Okay, and I'll be able to just, you know, pull out if I was doing one from the side, I can go ahead and pull out one of these and make one, add some flowers or whatever. But I have these, I have got 5 of them, and then I'm going to finish these ones while this is uploading. And I will have several in my little spot over here that I can use, and I can use real fast. It's kind of nice to have things that you can pull out and use real fast, especially when you're at the end and you've pretty much finished your journal, and now you've done all your, you know, all the things, especially for these challenges. You've done all the challenge pieces, but you remember you need to fill all the spots. All of your pockets and your tucks and your envelopes all need to have things in them. So that is for the challenge. And so that just makes it an easier way to make sure that that happens. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get that one on there. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and finish those because they don't need to be hanging around here. I still have that. Okay. So we used several of those things I told you we would use in the beginning. And yeah, so maps. Do you like to use maps in your journals? Like I said, I love to. It's one of my favorite things, and I do use them quite a bit. Okay, so yeah, so there you go. My paper clip is done. The only thing I have left to do on my list is the waterfall, and I'll be making that with a calendar, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. So don't forget, if you are a November VIP, or December, excuse me, if you are a December VIP, your VIP is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The room should be open and ready for you. And I hope you enjoy your free digital, and I look forward to seeing you at the party. Patreons, Diamond, Emerald, Pearl, and Topaz, your sneak peek will be on the 27th. And for everybody, we'll have a Friday freebie on Friday. So watch for the Friday freebie. It's going to show up in the Patreon first. Remember, you can join the Patreon as a free member, and then you'll be able to get those right there on Patreon. And like I said, they go there first. Sometimes they go there a day or two before they get to the other ones, because the other two, it's a challenge to get them put up, and Patreon is streamlined and very easy for me to put up the freebie. Okay, let's see. Thursday is the Q&A. Next Thursday is the Q&A for the Patreons. That's the Ruby, Diamond, Emerald. Yeah, so Ruby, Diamond, Emerald, Pearl, and Topaz. Make sure that you have joined the Facebook group. I'll put a link to that in the Patreon so that you can get there and I can let you in. So if you have any questions, go ahead and for me that you want me to answer, go ahead and put them in the post, and so I can check that out and hopefully be able to answer those. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Happy January. I hope you guys are warming up a little bit. Like I said, I'm filming on Thursday, and we are in the middle of a warm wave. It was 75 here supposedly outside today. I did not check the that was our little thermometer that sometimes isn't right. Sometimes a warm pocket can get stuck where the thermometer is, and sometimes a cold pocket can get stuck there. But it did feel beautiful when I went to the post office. So yeah. So you guys, thank you so very much. Don't forget that the design team digitals that the design team used for their projects are all on sale this week. So do check that out, as well as check out the playlist for the January design team members videos, and please give them thumbs up, comment, give them support, and thank them so much for being here. You guys have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.